Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. So glad you all could make it. Welcome, welcome. How's your week going? How we doing? How we feeling? What's up, Skippy, Kyler, Kiana, and Green, and the billion other viewers lurking quietly in the background, of which we know exist. Thank you all for liking the stream on the way in. I appreciate that. This isn't skipping stream for marathon. That was a consideration. But we did get to play some marathon last night, and Bill said he was going to be busy today anyway, so we didn't do that. What's up, Krusty? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. But yeah, marathon, man, what a fun game. We had some fun playing duos yesterday. That was a good time. And then I dreamed about marathon all night long. I was tormented by marathon dreams. I had a dream that our team got wiped by someone with a prestige waster. Prestige being the highest tier of gun and waster being a shotgun. And I was really mad. I was really mad in my dream because I was like, it's day one of a new season. How do they already have a prestige waster? But that wasn't a real thing that happened. That was just a dream I had. And I don't even know how I knew what tier of waster they had. You can't really tell that unless you pick it up. Playing Slay the Spire 2 since I officially finished creating my custom set. Congratulations. Huge accomplishment. Massive moment. Many such cases. YouTube crashed when you went live. Okay, so you didn't hear that entire spiel I had to say about Marathon in response to your message. That's unfortunate. That's tragic. What's everybody been up to this week? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Me, little old me, I don't got much to say. I've been working on a new script. I've been working on finishing the Outer Worlds 2. I've been playing Marathon. I finally bought Path of Exile 2 because it finally, for the first time ever, went on sale since its release and it was 50% off. I won't play it for a while yet. I want to finish Last Epoch, and then Grim Dawn has a new expansion coming out in July, but I have it now. I have it. Still recovering from hospital visits. Well, we hope you are all fixed up here soon, all bolted back together. That happens with me with Terraria. I'm assuming you're talking about having dreams after playing it. It happens to me a lot with games. Generally, like there's two conditions that force me to dream about a game. The first is that I play it a lot right before bed. The second condition is that it's a game that I think about a lot, and I was thinking about Marathon a lot before bed, so it just kind of fucked me up. I'll be ready for 24-hour stream. That's good. That's excellent. This week I racked up 56 hours in Forza because I have nothing else to do. I played a lot of Forza in the past couple weeks. Probably too much. But it's okay. I just got a video out. The upload timer reset. And I'm drinking my Pop-Tarts Liquid Death again. Because I bought a 12-pack for a single stream bit. And now I have to finish them. And I really don't really like them. They actually make me kind of feel sick. And I still don't know how they... I still don't know how they made it taste so much like a Pop-Tart. Yes, Kyler, this is the Liquid Death Pop-Tarts Carnage. It's flavored like a strawberry Pop-Tart. So the way the drink has two phases when you drink it. There's two phases of the drink. The first phase is a strawberry iced tea flavor, which is actually pretty nice. I like that. If the drink was just that, I would actually like it. The second phase is the Pop-Tarts aftertaste, where they have somehow perfectly captured the flavor of cheap pastry as an aftertaste that lingers in your mouth forever, and it's really not pleasant. If it was just the first part of the drink, the strawberry iced tea, I would like it a lot. It's actually quite nice, but then you get immediately hit with the cheap pastry part, and that's pretty horrible. Thanks for letting me know. Path of Exile 2 on sale. I'm going to buy it. Nice. I have fed Path of Exile 2 devs, whoever you are. Sponsor me. Can't you see how many sales I get for your video game just by talking about it? Send me free keys. Funny thing, you could have gotten PoE 2 for like 10 to 15 bucks ever since it came out. You can just buy an in-game bundle in Path of Exile 1 that gives you a free key for it. Really? Well, I didn't know that. Ain't nobody told me that. All the times I've mentioned that I didn't want to pay 30 bucks for it, no one said I could get it for cheaper. I'm sure 30 bucks is a perfectly reasonable cost. The main reason I wasn't buying it is because I had other ARPGs to play. But I kept an eye on it, and I was like, as soon as it goes on sale, I will buy it. And then the first sale it went on happened to be 50% off, and that's great. So, well, I don't have much else to talk about here. I think we'll just get into the game. Last time I played Resident Evil 2, we got to the horrible lab part, and now they're like throwing every zombie in the game at me. So there's one room that has 2 blind guys and a bunch of zombies, and I think I'm going to battle of attrition in that situation. I'm going to just slowly pick off the normal zombies, get them killed for good, and then I'll just go through that room quietly so I don't disturb the blind guys. I still need to start Path of Exile 2, but I'm not sure I'm ready for the difficulty spike compared to 1. Is it harder than 1? I don't remember 1 being particularly hard, but I also only played it for like 5 hours and wasn't really into it, so. So today we're playing Resident Evil 2, and I'm going to have a really good time with it, and it's not going to be frustrating at all, and we're going to, if there's a frustrating situation, we'll just handle it calmly. And I won't get scared. I won't get scared at all. It'll be fine. There's something in my keyboard. Much harder according to Sammy. Really. Interesting. I'm currently working on unlocking Ascension 10 on all characters for Slay the Spire 2. I only have 2 characters left. That sounds fun. I still haven't played it. I still haven't played the first one. Why do I have so many unlockables getting obtained? Okay. I can't adjust the volume while I'm in the game. Okay. All right. What do I have on me right now? A few things. I need... Never mind. I don't have that. There's a thing that I need to pick up that I picked up at the end of my day, the last stream, and then I quit without saving, so... Was there someone right next to this door? Yeah, I thought so.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. So that guy's not down for good. We know that. Oh, will you shut up, man? I hate how much the gunplay in this is so luck-based, where sometimes their heads just explode and you never have to deal with them again, and other times they take 20 bullets to not even go down once. And it just appears to be totally random. This whole situation is just intended to piss me off, isn't it? Yeah, I know you're there. See, this guy just doesn't want to go down. And neither of these two are dead for good. They're gonna get back up at some point. I don't have enough ammo to deal with all of the things that they are throwing at me in this part of the game. Everybody's turned vegified. They keep coming back again and again. Burn them all. Burn them until their whole body is black as ash. There's no other way. I do have a flamethrower that could probably make quick work of these guys. I don't know if it would deal with the whole... This is like the 3rd time this guy's gotten out. Let's find out how effective this is against him. I don't think he's done. I think he's still get. What about you? Well, this guy's getting back up. Scumbag. There's that door. His head's on fire. Did he die, or is he just next? He's just next to the door. Scumbag. Trying to torch them both up. See if I can just. Well, this guy doesn't even react to it. I'm reloading. I hate this area. This area fucking blows. This is so dumb. It's funny, original Resident Evil 2 didn't have that, by the way. It didn't have what? A flamethrower? Oh, where did she go? Did I despawn her by reloading or something? No, she was just in a different spot today, and they're already getting back up. Come on, man. Fuck off. I actually might not be able to finish this game. I don't know if I can take it on like a rage level. Like it's just so fucking frustrating. Just stay dead, for God's sake. I don't have... The game doesn't give you enough ammo for this. Is there anyone in here? I don't think so. So the situation in here, I explained at the oh God, that was me. That was my own shadow. The situation in here, I explained at the beginning of the stream, is that there's two blind guys in that room that's also filled with regular zombies. I can't deal with both, so I've decided to battle of attrition style, deal with the standing zombies. Motherfucker, can you just not fucking do that? God fucking damn it! Really? How did he get up so soon? I just stabbed him. How did he get up so soon? What the fuck? Someone go time that for me. Go find out how long it took for him to get back up. I feel like it was too slow. Or sorry, too fast. Too fast for one of these slow fuckers anyway. Utter scumbag. Come on. Come over here. I need to be close to a door so I don't have to deal with your friend. I hate this. I hate this game. I hate this style of game. I was hoping her head would explode. What's up, Preston? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking it on the way in. I appreciate that. She's gonna get up in like a minute. For God's sake. Collect the plant, Leon! Why my click's not working? What's the deal there? What's going on here? I feel like I gotta examine this. See if there's some switch I gotta press or something. What is going on with me clicking inside of this game? Why is it like not responding? That was weird. Okay, that's some code to something. Is that the one thing I'm trying to get into right now? Hang on, let me look at my screenshots that I take. Because I'm a cheater. Resident Evil 2. There it is. That might be the code that I need. I think that's the code that I need. God damn, I didn't even close that. I think that's the code that I need. Is this loss? No. What's up, Bill? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How do you feel I'm knowing I'm suffering in this game instead of suffering in a different game with you? Murph. I assume I have to... Oh, I probably have to adjust it before I put the thing in, don't I? Murph. I need the Murph mode. How do I get Murph mode? Hang on. Okay, I need Murph mode. Is that what I need? Does that seem right? Nice. What's that do? That turns the power back on? Sick. Certainly nothing horrible will happen as a result of me doing that. Making hot dogs for dinner. It sounds wrong to say that. What's wrong about hot dogs for dinner? That's just like a normal dinner food. Mack, Resident Evil 2 daughter or Hollow Knight backseater son? Oh my god, Mots again. You're really gonna ask me a question like that? What world do I live in where I have to make a horrible choice like that? Oh, it's a little cold in there, huh? Jesus, I guess I would rather have Resident Evil 2 daughter, because, like, I don't fully hate this experience, but I do fully hate Hollow Knight backseating experience. Hollow Knight backseating experience was so bad I stopped streaming for a month.
Welcome back, Dr. Lee. You have 5 new messages.
She's talking to you. What the f... Oh. Is it gonna, like, damage me if I go in there? Is it gonna, like, hurt me? Or am I just gonna be a little cold?
Left the freezer open.
Joe? Dispersal canister. Solution is required to begin. Okay, it needs to be filled with something else first. Don't mind if I do. I probably should have left more of my inventory space open, huh? Certainly Cold Boy down there is not going to be moving anytime soon, right? That would be ridiculous if he started getting up and moving after being so cold. I never had any gas station food before. For a while, I loved 1 a.m. gas station dogs. I don't think I've ever had a gas station hot dog, to be honest. I've always been a little afraid of them. I'm sorry you had to deal with insufferable Hollow Knight fans. It is what it is. I eventually played the game on my own and found it to be pretty good. Wayne Lee's inbox. From Rick Mendoza. What's he up to? Can you believe that bastard Cartwright? Cool your jets, asshole. Well, I guess he is the boss for now. Anyway, have you seen my Helix anywhere? I put the secret on the bottom. Let me know if you find it. Sender Byron Cartwright. Subject, busy guy, huh? So you couldn't make our little meeting. Fine. Don't worry about the greenhouse inspection. Instead, I'll give you something real simple to do. Put together the budget estimate for the year after next and get it done tonight. Senator Rick Mendoza, are you alive? We're under attack. People are dead. The east area is cut off. We can't operate the bridge with the wristbands we have here. Where is that bastard Cartwright hiding? From Rick Mendoza, please reply. Plant 43 is going wild. The greenhouse is hell. We need to send someone in there before it's too late. Wayne, how do we stop this thing? You have to help us. Please reply. From Rick Mendoza, no subject. Do you remember Susie, the cheerleader? What a great gal. We were both into her. Of course, she wasn't into nerds. I still have to give you back those comics and games I borrowed, but you might have to wait a while. So that was just to let me know that the sequence I need is on the bottom of the trophy, which I have now. How's it going? Hope you're enjoying my favorite Resident Evil game. You might be disappointed. What's up, Francis? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking all the way in. I appreciate that. What do you think of Lao Fei? I like her songs, but what the fuck does she know about games? I don't know. I didn't take a really long look at the trailer or the gameplay preview because I kind of feel like I'll just buy anything Santa Monica makes. But I watched enough of it to be like, okay, this looks cool. I'm into this. There's a jump button in that game. Can you believe it? There's going to be a jump button in a God of War game. A modern God of War game. Absolutely cracked. Absolutely insane. Is Pip still here? Pip still... If we mention the God of War modern games in front of Pip, we might have to calm him down afterwards. What did I need to fill the canister with? I had a note about that. Okay. Place an empty cartridge in a solution dispenser. Add the required amount of UMB number 21. Cool immediately. Oh, okay. I think I know what I have to do here. After I add the stuff that I need, I'm going to have to run down here to cool it. Aren't I? Probably. Okay, what else did I unlock just now? I don't know if turning on the power in here necessarily unlocked more stuff, but there are other areas that I can now turn the power on with my little device. She's back up again. Should I go this way? Let me think about the layout of this place. Oh, I bet the server room is open now. It's still red, but the server room might be open. The section with the greenhouse is so ass. Yeah, I'm kind of not having a good time with it at all, but yeah, we'll get through it. We'll get through it together, chat. Would it be easier for me to go the long way to get back here at this point? It may. No. I think I just don't want to deal with the problem that is out here. But that's not necessarily a valid reason to think that it would be a simpler situation. Never mind, you're playing 2 from thumbnail. Thought you were playing Resident Evil Requiem. I'm curious what about the thumbnail made you think that, considering the thumbnail has the police station in it. Oh, God damn it. Why are you moving? I didn't make a noise in your general vicinity. Oh, come on, asshole. You're about as blind as something that isn't actually blind, but people tend to think is blind. You're about as blind as a bat. Which is to say you aren't. You're a dirty liar. Just like a bat. I don't have a solution to this problem. Will you do a Chance Man Part 2 video like the first one? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe eventually. I still have to do like a reread of Part 2 to decide if I care enough to make a video about it. Oh, come on. This room fucking blows. It is the most suck dick room in the game. Go back to your spot. Go back to your spot. Go back to your damn spot. You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door. Oh, I don't know. I guess instead of going to the server room, we could go to the place that I have the code for now. I'm trying to remember the other spot that I had to do with the power doohickey. We'll find it, I'm sure. I feel like I wouldn't be against making a Chance Man Part 2 video, but like, man, the noise around that whole conversation right now, just like everyone screaming, you know what I mean? Like, the reactions people have to Chainsaw Man Part 2 just make it such an undesirable thing to talk about, because it's like, man, I don't want to deal with those fucking comments. Like, whether I'm being positive or negative, it will be bad. How did I... Shit. I don't... It's in the control room. That's where I have to put the codes in. Now everyone's focused on the Denji versus Yuji Death Battle video. I didn't know they did one of those. Then again, I don't really watch Death Battle. God, they're all back up. Nothing stays dead in this game. Not a single thing. That's not what I needed. This is what I needed, I think. Yeah, okay. So it's this one. And then I don't remember the rest. Okay. Short line, which I think is this one. This one and then this one. Is that right? Okay. Nice! I got it. Do I still need this? No, I don't. Fuck off. And close that screenshot. Chainsaw Man Part 2 exists, and that would still be contentious given the ending. Yeah. I just saw Zombie and saw Resident Evil, and mind just assumed you're playing the latest game. No. I will probably make my way to Requiem eventually. I'm starting with 2. I haven't played all the Resident Evil games. You can stay the fuck over there, freaky. How immediately am I going to need to cool this? Am I going to have time to get it to the cooling place?
Manual mode engaged. Adjust amount of solution to match cartridge capacity.
Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Wait, what? We can swap these? Oh. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I gotta figure out the controls a little bit, but I do understand the puzzle. Do that. How do I... Oh, I see. Right. It has to be in the first slot. Got it. Here's what we should do, I think. Fill this one up to full. Yep. Swap these two. No, this will not work out how I want. Instead, I think I need to fill the tall boy with the small amount that's left. Fill the tall boy. Yep. Then we're going to fill the short boy to the top. And then from here, it should be pretty easy. I believe this should do it. Yes, I do have the largest brain on Earth. I hope you all are aware of that. Dispersal cartridge. Okay, now we need to get it cooled. It's not done yet. It has to be cooled now. Which is going to involve probably dealing with at least one of these guys. Just wait until he falls over. Shouldn't take too long. Yep, that's enough out of you. Editor, extend the vial flipping scene for 5 minutes, please. You also have the largest peener, that's why Larry wants it. Who's Larry? Is this Larry? Can I get him to come in here where the blind guys are not? How long is this solution going to be viable? What the where did he come from? Where did he come from? I don't... All right, dick. Okay, they're both hanging out there now. That's cool. Is Linda back up? No, Linda's still down. That's good. I'm sure that nice lady by the computer is still dead and not going to get back up as soon as I'm here now that I have something to do here. Okay. Power scaling is only fun if no one takes it seriously. Mihawk upscales, Street Demon, Deku, etc., which is impossible. Someone will always get upset and be the most vocal about it. Well, they always have to actually you, don't they? They don't understand the idea of a joke, really.
Cooling sequence in progress.
And also some people take it weirdly seriously. Power scalers make it not fun because they are all fatherless and need their fictional dads to be able to beat up every other power scaler's fictional dad.
Cooling complete.
Thank you, computer. I appreciate the update on the cooling situation. Can't wait for you to not move still at all. Now that I have the thing that I need and don't need to come back here. Fucking bitch. Alright, what do I want to do about out here? Skippy really dislikes power scale is not invalid though. He has good reason, I would say. And we all have good reason to hate anime fans, just in general. Alright. Jared is back up. Should I make a run for the server room just to see what's in there? Try to get past him while I can probably do it, right? If I just real quick like, yep. And he can't get in here, he doesn't have the right key card. Oh, there's a typewriter in here. Did I? No, I couldn't have gotten in here before. I didn't miss a safe room. All right, I don't need that right now. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need a spare knife right now. I do need the grenade and the healing and all that. And I need some more ammo because I'm wasting all of my ammo trying to take out these guys that don't die. My favorite funny power scaling meme is the Mega Me Potential Man meme. I love how much it's been repurposed for other series. Like, it's just the ultimate slander meme. It's really funny. I can't believe this was a safe room. It's nice that it is. I love safe rooms. I love being safe. I didn't check if I... Okay, I did clear out the low temp testing lab. I know where to take the herbicide. What Resident Evil is this? I don't know about them. This is Resident Evil 2. The one with everyone's favorite heartthrob. Well, the first one with everyone's favorite heartthrob. There are more than one. Alright. Jared. Where is he? Old boy Jared from Subway. Where did he go? I hope he's not around this corner. Nope, that's good. Did the lights go dark in there? Why did the lights go dark in there? Am I crazy? No, I think it's just that one spot that's all dark. I still have another spot that I'm supposed to use this power frequency thing. I don't know where that is. I don't remember. Can you just... Oh, and he's getting up again. All right, the best scenario for me is that I just take out this one, but that's probably not going to be an option. Yeah. I don't want to waste a grenade. I'll just take the damage. Wait, is that just going to kill me? What the fuck? That killed me? I thought if I didn't counter, I would just take some damage, not instant die. I fucking hate this game. Oh, come on. And now Jared's standing right outside. Wait for you to deactivate. I tried warning you that this is the worst place, part of the game by a mile. Well, all you said that it was the bad part, which I didn't necessarily know what that meant, but I figured it out pretty quickly what you meant by that. Now I need these two to die before the third one gets down to me. You motherfuckers are too damn loud. Alright, now before... I probably shouldn't put off putting through this herbicide, but I did want to look and see if I could find the other spot where this frequency thing goes. I think it was in here. But I'm not sure. I know there's a... Yeah, that guy. Oh, there's a couple of them, actually. I'm just gonna walk past. I'm sure I'll be fine. Am I insane? Was there no other spot? No, this has to have another spot to go, but now I can't find it. I've done a whole circuit of this place. Where was it? Oh, it was in the area before this. It was in the area before this. I want to go back. Well, I'm going to have to go back eventually anyway, I'm sure, but I should just focus on the herbicide situation. Hi, just welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking it on the way in. My feelings on the Chainsaw Man ending are unsorted, if you will. He only got his leg. I don't know if I'll really get him with just that. Oh, he's going down. Okay. He didn't even get hit by that. Jesus, moving quick. Go down. Go down. What? Go down. GTFO sleeper. Some of these guys remind me of the GTFO enemies. GTFO sleepers are my worst nightmare. I don't know anything about GTFO. This is why you should have played Metro. It wasn't up to me. It wasn't my choice. I left it to a vote. I gave it to the people. And as per usual, when you leave things up to democracy, the people do something stupid. It's out of my hands.
You have dispersed a dangerous solution without authorization. Your actions have been logged, and you may
How did that not kill these guys? How did the juice I just splooged all over everything not kill these guys? Are you kidding? It's like the ultimate plant killer, and it didn't kill them? Why is this guy all shiny? Why does this guy have a spotlight on him? Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Come on. What? How did he jump over there? Can I do that? No. So I'm just in a dead end now with Mr. T. Great. Great, great, great. This is what I wanted for my life. These are the things that I needed my life to contain. Him and all of the other shit. Stay, just, excuse me. That's enough out of you. Was it here that I needed to use this? I don't remember what for. Byron Cartwright's inbox. Increase security. When did Nest become a nest for spies? 3 last month, another 4 this month. And those are just the ones we caught. Step up security, Cartwright, or do you want to end up like your predecessor? Also, I'll be restricting access to the west area from today. Ignore all requests from headquarters for information on G. Those suits can contribute nothing to this project anyway. Herbicide dispersal by unauthorized employee. Oh, that's me. I did that. You're welcome. Sorry if I missed it. Which are we in? This is Resident Evil 2. You are only the 4th person to ask today. Don't worry. You didn't miss it. I don't have as much. What? Didn't I have like a full container of fuel? Like a 400 container of fuel? Where the fuck did all my damn fuel go? Oh, I have to ration this stuff more than I thought. I thought I had more of it than I do. I'm poverty gaming. What's up, Brawl Rooms? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking it on the way in. I appreciate that. Good to see you today. I voted for this game so you can play the later, better entries. I really enjoy the first half of Resident Evil 2, Leon's story. The police station is like peak. It's like genuinely like peak gaming. The sewers in the science lab kind of suck ass. That's an over exaggeration. It's not that bad. I'm just very salty. I feel like Mr. X is just gonna drop from the sky and like shatter this bridge as soon as I get across it. Mac, maybe you should start adding the game you are playing to the end of the stream title. No, I won't do that. And how dare you even ask? It's okay, you only have to get through the rest of this and the entirety of 3, which might be slightly worse depending on who you ask, then you can finally play a good remake. No, I'm skipping over 3. I'm taking Skippy's advice. Skippy's advice was play 2, 4, 7, 8, and 9. And that's what I'm doing. Maybe then I'll be a fan of survival horror games and then I can make myself suffer through the less good ones. Right now, I would not consider myself a survival horror fan, so I'm sticking to, like, the really good ones. How do you feel about silent protagonists in gaming? I feel the same about silent protagonists as I do about voice protagonists. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on the game. I like both for different reasons. I don't think one is better than the other. Are they still out here? No, I think I trapped them in a different room. No, I definitely didn't do that. I don't know where they are. That's concerning. There's one. I'm gonna have to take him down. I guess I could try to just, like, stun him. Stun him and run past. I mean, I'm gonna have to go through this room again at some points. This might be a waste, but... Muff. Wasn't it already on muff mode? No, it wasn't. How do I change it again? Muff mode. Your mom's muff mode. There we go. Oh, really? Okay, give me the hip pouch. I need that. My inventory slots are now expanded to max. Wayne Lee's note. What the hell's happening? They're dead. All dead. It was those men in black. USS Headquarters Special Forces. But why? Isn't it their job to protect us? White brains in a sea of red. This can't be happening. Dear God, why? Didn't everybody say I was a genius? A genius like me can't die in a place like this. I always get results. They're screwing me. Well, maybe I'll screw them. I'll win the Nobel. I'm a hero, a genius, a god. I will not die. I will... Oh, for God's sake, you motherfuckers, I'm so sick of you. For God's sake! I hate this entire video game. I don't ever want to play it again after I finish it. I didn't even want to have the stupid grenade equipped as my stupid... What is it? Counter weapon. It's not... What's your opinion on a guy that is a debunking your Demon Slayer video? You can't debunk an opinion. That's all I gotta say. And if your next question is if I have any intention to respond to it, I don't. So I don't have any grenades left. I didn't want to use a grenade there. It just was equipped as my counter weapons for some reason by mistake. I try so hard to conserve ammo and to like not dump bullets into zombies more than I have to. And it continually feels like I should just do it. Just waste every bullet I've got. Because I end up suffering as a result of my attempts not to. I've heard excellent things about 4. Yeah, did they also remake the first one at some point? They did, but not in the same way as Resident Evil 2. Not in the way of this one where they pretty much just made it into a modern version of the game. Did I hear Mr. X just now? No, maybe not. I'm just gonna headcanon you saying you enjoy Forspoken dialogue. Never seen or heard it, but I've seen people say it's bad, lol. I made fun of Forspoken in my first Starfield game, the video. Congrats, Kyler. Alright, as soon as this gate comes across, Mr. X is gonna come angry stomping out of that door, isn't he? No? The G-Sample's not gonna be in there, Leon. We're gonna need the level 4 tag to go down the secret FBI elevator. Down to Epstein's underground bunker. All right, how much time do you think I'll have to be safe in here before... Oh, another video cassette that'll crash my computer. Nice. Before Mr. X starts stomping around. 2 minutes? Maybe 3 if I'm lucky. Is there anywhere to play that video cassette here? There is a spot, but I have to get the power on first. Not that that's a big deal. OSS. We almost got it. Hang on. There it is. I'm playing Leon first. We still have the Claire section to suffer through, which is a cool thing to remember. I'm legit, like, I'm gonna need, like, a 6-month break after I finish Resident Evil 2, whenever that is. I'm gonna need, like, a 6-month break before I start the next one. Before I start 4. William Birkin's inbox. Does this dude use fucking... What is it called? Outlook? Is this dude using Outlook? Who uses Outlook? Jane Doyle, subject, suspending research on G. The Umbrella Corporation has decided to cease all research on G, which was ongoing at the Nest Underground Laboratory. All funding for this project has been cut, and Laboratory Director William Birkin has been removed from his post. Sender, BE. Thank you for your email, Dr. Birkin. Top brass expressed an interest in this evolving bioweapon you mentioned. Do not worry about costs. Our company is the most well-funded in the whole United States. Richard Kessler, congratulations. I heard the news G is almost ready. Strange you never thought to report to the research lab here at Umbrella HQ, but I suppose I can let that slide. Anyway, send over the data, would you? And don't worry, you've done a good work on G, but we can take care of the rest. Jane Doyle, notice of admonishment. You are under suspicion of breaching your contract to the Umbrella Corporation. It has become clear that you have claimed ownership of the G project and have been in unauthorized contact with the U.S. military. Please respond to the investigation committee summons within 24 hours. Sounded like someone grew a conscience, but then I guess they didn't. They just sold it to someone else. I need somewhere to save before I try to play this video cassette, because there's a good chance trying to play it will crash the game. I use Outlook. Well, I mean, I have to for school. No one uses Outlook because they choose to. People only use Outlook because they are forced to by their employer or some other organization. That's what I've learned. The only time I've ever used Outlook was for work, and it was terrible. Hey, Mac, how's it going? Enjoying Resident Evil 2? Man, have you heard about the Lego scandal with the YouTuber Bandit? Is insane how that situation escalated. Yeah, that's a pretty nutty situation. Oh, I can get rid of this. And might actually be proof of just a genuine corruption of power conspiracy. Like it doesn't make sense otherwise. About to try the monstrosity of Burger King Flame Grilled Whopper Doritos. Wish me luck. That sounds awful. Have fun. My boss plays the Resident Evil games, and I really liked the logic of the inventory management restrictions, where everything has a size and shape and needs to fit into a limited bag like that. I enjoy inventory limitations in games where it both makes sense and functions in an interesting way. I don't really love like inventory limitations for the sake of it, as some games do, but there are plenty of situations where there's like inventory limitations that are very clever. Why is there not a typewriter in this room? Am I missing it? There's a box in this room, but not a typewriter. I'd really like to watch this video cassette before I leave this room, but I'm scared to watch it because the last video cassette I tried to watch kept crashing my game. So I would like to save before I watch it, but I can't because there's no typewriter. So there's that. Just double checking I didn't miss it. Am I about to run back to the other side of the fucking lab just so I can save? Just so I can try to watch this video cassette? I think I am. Pretty accurate of a Whopper. Wow, that's fantastic. This Liquid Death Pop-Tart Strawberry is pretty accurate for a Pop-Tart, but that doesn't mean it's good. For sure, Outlook sucks major ass. Had to use it strictly a couple years because of the company I worked for used all Microsoft products for everything. Outlook was the worst. Yeah, I mean, again, the only reason I've ever used Outlook is because like the company I worked for like required it. And it was pretty bunk. There was a time I thought the Umbrella Corporation were cartoonish, evil organizations. However, after seeing Dumb Decisions CEO and many other corporations, they're not so bad. I mean, the Umbrella Corp seems cartoonishly evil until you consider what the Lego Corporation is doing to that one guy right now. It's Pretty normal company, actually, really. Oh, you know what? Skippy's right. The Forspoken UI was pretty horrible. I was trying, when you asked about horrible UIs, Preston, excuse me, I was trying to think of good examples. The Forspoken UI was pretty awful. All right. Does this crash the game? Let's find out. It's not looking good, guys. I don't know why these are broken. I should maybe look this up. Maybe there's a crash. Maybe there's like a fix for it that I don't know about. I thought maybe I was originally playing Resident Evil 4 on a hard drive instead of an SSD. So I thought maybe the fact that it wasn't on an SSD was part of the problem. So I moved it to an SSD, but it's still not working. Resident Evil 2 video cassette black screen. Nope, that's not right. That's not the problem. There doesn't seem to be a fix for this. Maybe I should phrase it differently. Video cassette won't play. Oh. Was I too hasty?
Got eyes on the G-Virus.
Something's happening. I can't see it, but... something's happening.
Dr. Birkin, you'll come along with us quietly.
You think I didn't know you were coming? This is my life's work. I'm not handing over anything.
We have our orders, Dr. Birkin. I'll ask you one more time.
It's not showing anything, but we can hear. We can imagine what's happening. Imagine. Close your eyes and imagine what these sounds represent. Create a vivid picture in your brain.
What the fuck were you thinking? Our orders were to bring him in alive. We're in, sir. But we had a snafu. Target resisted. We had to take him out. That's correct, sir. Roger that. Just the samples, then. Let's move.
So those were G samples.
I guess the insinuation is that these G samples were stolen from old boy Dr. Birkin. Sure, why not? I'll just use generative AI to see it. No! Our children, they've lost the ability to imagine. A lot of video on this video cassette. I'm sure it's uploaded somewhere. I mean, I could look it up, but where's the fun in that? Let's just imagine. I'm sure the Special Forces guy just gave Dr. Birkin really nice hugs until he peacefully gave up the G-Virus samples at their behest. I have been decontaminated. There might be some kind of boss fight here. I can see that happening. Like if this platform were to be broken and I was moved down there and there was some kind of gimmick going on. Oh. What are these filthy creatures? Is that a gun arm? Can I have that? Can I like graft a gun arm onto myself? Research diary. Embryo growth observations, subject 449. After the G embryo was implanted in the subject, we made a 50-centimeter incision from the chest to the abdomen and began our observations. With the help of the medical team, the subject's consciousness level was kept between 15, lucid, GCS 10. However, the subject's consciousness level deteriorated and further observation was deemed unnecessary. The subject was then exposed of. Breeding rate observation subject 501. The G virus was administered to subject 501. 501 mutated into G form and was introduced to a group of 30 test subjects. After 2 hours, 36 minutes, it was observed that all but one of the test subjects had been implanted with an embryo. Yo! 30-person orgy with 30 subjects embryoed? Damn! Mpreg? All subjects were disposed of. One subject broke down during experimentation and took their own life. T-virus resistance experimentation subjects 628, 639. We administered the G virus to subject 628, who had shown slight resistance to the T virus. The virus was then introduced to subject 639, with whom 628 had a close relationship. 628 showed some signs of resistance, but had been implanted with an embryo after 24 minutes. T-virus resistance does nothing to stop the mental deterioration caused by the G-virus. So the G-virus does Mpreg, and the T-virus can't be stopped by the G-virus? What's the T-virus? What's the difference between the T-virus and the G-virus? I kind of thought they were one and the same, but I kind of forgot about the T-virus in general. I didn't mean to switch these two things. Oh, here's a typewriter. Finally. One large gunpowder, officer. Mac, why do you hate chickens? What are you talking about? I love me a chicken. They're so edible. Worst boss fight of all time, by the way. I'm warning you right now. I forgot when it happens, but it's so ass. Oh, thanks for the warning. I can't wait for that. Well, it's not Lego that's screwing that guy over. I don't want any slander towards them. It's Brick and Minifigs that are those scumbags. Bricks and Minifigs. Is that like the store name that's the problem? I assumed they were like, I thought it was just like a Lego store. One mutates, the other keeps shit alive. That's what I understand in general terms. Okay. Gotcha. So these are all G-virus things going on. They all got done mutated. Or maybe it was T-virus. I guess I don't know which is which.
Huh. That was easy.
Leon, why on God's green earth would you say that? Oh, you dumb motherfucker. Oh. Oh, you dumb motherfucker. Oh, you stupid hot piece of shit. Oh. Why? Why did he say that? Why did he say that? Why did he say that? What was he thinking? Oh. That was easy. Oh boy, this sure is going smoothly. Nothing horrible should occur as I make my way out of this facility with the virus nobody wanted me to have. The hard part is over. We did the difficult part. Oh, great. Round 3 with this dude, huh?
He's mine. This has to end.
The fuck did she do to him?
What's going on?
Sorry, William.
Man, where do I get a gun like that?
Choice.
Call this thing William. Why?
Well, it's probably what his name was, Leon.
It shouldn't have been like this.
William Birkin?
It's Umbrella's fault, this whole mess.
Your umbrella too. You're tell me you weren't involved in this.
Yes. But we never meant for this to happen.
I didn't ask for this.
Then tell me everything. Right from the start.
It's not really chatting time, Leon. It's probably getting out of here time.
You don't get away that easily.
Ah, a Resident Evil classic. A guy stabbing himself with a mysterious fluid and monsterizing. I wonder if Leon's body
God,
cam is still
William.
on.
What have you done?
So you made this monster.
He kind of made himself.
But we never intended this to
Spin it any way you want. You're still
Oh
responsible.
boy. Oh, she's dead. She's dead. Oh, ouch. Oh my god, he's turning into a dragon. Oh, it's Capcom, guys. It's just Monster Hunter. This is just the Monster Hunter crossover fight. He's gonna turn into a Rathalos and they're gonna drop a sword and shield from the sky and then I'll just beat his ass. I should plug in my controller. I really prefer to play Monster Hunter on controller, actually. Oh god. What? This is a dead end, Leon. What are you talking about, man? Oh fuck. What's going on here? What is this? What? Whoa! This moves fast. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I can't. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. That's fine. Nope. There's something going on over here. There was a button prompt. I should have brought more healing items. I think about it. What's this? A flash grenade. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that immediately. I shouldn't have used that right now. I was a coward. That was because I was scared. Let me get the one on his back while I can. I can't actually. I cannot get it. Okay, alright. There's got to be like some kind of trick to this fight. I'm sure I can't just shoot him to death. There's got to be, I don't know, something I got to do. Alright, we're going to try to juke him out in this corner. It's probably not going to work very well. Admittedly, what is this? Grenade. Don't mind if I do. Which gun do I have equipped right now? Okay, there's a fair amount of things around that I can use to protect my self. Okay, alright, okay. Whatever's there? Yeah, I'll take it. I'm gonna have to heal immediately. It's already healing time. I should have brought way more healing than I have. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Oh my god! What? Oh, Jesus. Okay, alright. One last corner of the lab here. I gotta check for stuff. Healing stuff? Well, don't mind if I do. Okay, okay. Alright, okay. That's fine. Ah, for God's sake. Oh my god. What? Oh, he's throwing stuff again. He's gonna throw more stuff. Oh my god. Okay, alright. Well, I gotta get through the fire. No. Okay. I just died, didn't I? No, I'm good. I'm good actually. He kind of tossed me out of the fire. He didn't want me to get burned. He might want to kill me, but he doesn't want to hurt me. Oh god, I didn't expect him to keep swinging. Jesus. Okay, I gotta heal again. I'm going to lose this. Probably many times, if I was to guess. Okay, so we know he might not just go once when he does that. Okay. He should be... okay, I thought I popped all his eyes, but then that one decided to open back up! God damn it, god damn it. Okay, I should make sure I'm not caught somewhere that I can't escape, and he throws this thing. Come on, turn the eye. Turn the eye. Turn the eye this way. You guys are going to hate this because I suck. Oh my god. He's not done. Does he ever finish? Jesus. Chussy. Blow up the Chussy. You're not going to tell me twice. I don't have any more healing. I only have 1 hit left. I don't have any more healing. I am toast. This fight was over before it began. Give me the grenade. He's not even walking this way. That was just a waste of a grenade. I thought he would come charging over here. Oh my god. Oh my god, that one's gonna miss too. Okay, I wasted both of my grenades. That's great. Blow up his Chussy! I died. I died. Fuck. I didn't even think that was in range to hit me. I feel like he kind of just scraped me. Alright, what? I feel like I've got... I don't know. I'll bring a red and green. That's what I'll do. I'll bring a spare red and green. I think I've got enough other than that. If I just have a little bit of extra healing, I should be okay. You stand back from the swipes and run around him when he jumps. Yeah, that's the tactic I was discovering. Let's save the shotgun and the magnet for when the Chussy is exposed, I think. Okay, this is probably the hardest part, is escaping this initial spot. Oh, I'm kind of. Okay, I got stuck on the fucking geometry. I would have been fine if that hadn't happened. Okay, now we need to get the back one. Fucking god! I hate this game. I honestly do. I honestly hate it. I hate survival horror games. They are the worst kind of video game. And I think everybody who designs them and likes them should die. How was I supposed to escape that? I was running away from him. Can you just turn your stupid back so I can shoot your stupid little Chussy? Oh, that's a horrible position. Okay. Yeah, this is the triple. This is the triple. Combine that. Yep. I'm trying to charge past him while he's kind of stunned. Oh god. Oh, I'm gaming. I'm actually gaming so hard right now, guys. I don't know if that did anything to him. I kind of don't think it did because he was in the middle of his little transformation sequence or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what's over here. I just want it. It's all pistol ammo. This is probably the best time for me to collect stuff because he's busy doing an animation that he can't get out of. Flashbang's probably going to be pretty useful in this part. Bro is an actual fucking kaiju. Like, what do they expect me? I'm just a guy. Oh, God. Oh god, I didn't expect him to keep going. Oh wait, did I get him? No, he's not dead. He's not dead. I feel like the only way for a Resident Evil boss to die is for them to just actually explode. I don't believe you're dead. I don't believe you're dead. I think he's faking. I think that's bullshit. I'm gonna run around and collect stuff. Target has been neutralized. My ass. That guy's full of shit. That guy is full of shit. He's a goddamn liar. I'm gonna run around and collect stuff now while I can. Service lift. Why don't you service lift my cock into, I don't know, Tanagaki's ass? Fuck you! You're so full of shit. He'll probably fuse with Mr. X and hunt you. God, you're so right. That guy is so full of shit. He's not dead. The only way for that guy to die is for him to violently explode. I don't believe he's dead until he violently explodes. Because there's just no way it ends that way. I tell you that. Did I get everything? I think I got everything. Oh, shit. I finally had to use my original first aid med, by the way. The first aid spray I used in that fight, I have had since the beginning of the game.
Jesus. That looks bad.
That looks bad. Captain Obvious over here.
Believe me.
Talk about what you said. I don't know how much I believe.
Just tell me you'll destroy that G sample.
No, it's evidence. It's going to the FBI.
You trust that bitch?
What's that supposed to mean?
She's not FBI. She's a mercenary. She's gonna sell it. The G-Virus is gonna go to the highest bidder.
I kind of believe her.
Bullshit.
I hope you're right.
Leon, blow her head up before she wakes back up.
Gets into the wrong hands.
Must have been so close to getting him that first time, too. You are right. You are right about that, I think. You did great. You got locked in with that shotgun combo. I kind of, like, I'm almost thankful that I lost the first time because I fucked him up my second try. Like, I didn't even use, like, a ton of ammo for that. I kind of fucked his shit up.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Oh, I love a good self-destruct sequence.
To the bottom of the train.
Oh shit, there's still no way to save in here, is there? Probably shouldn't get rid of all this ammo, honestly. I will keep all of the rest of this. I just feel like I'm still going to need it. Except for that, I think. No. I will take, at least until I get to another save room.
Attention.
Until I can save, I'm not trusting that I'm just okay. She's hacking! She's hacking it!
I was just thinking about you.
That makes two of us. I was getting worried.
No, we make a good team. I gotta ask you something.
The
Wait,
dramatic standoff.
please. Tell me you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Let me verify the G sample and we get the hell out of here.
Before we do that, I ran into Annette. She claims you're not FBI.
I have not played Terran Armada ballrooms, so sorry, no spoilers.
Why couldn't you just hand over the sample?
As I realized,
Leon hasn't unlocked his roundhouse kit yet. He can't deal with this.
I didn't.
I really hoped it wouldn't end up like this.
So that's all this was. I was just some pawn to you,
Look, I'm just doing my job.
and I'm doing mine. So drop that damn gun. I'm taking you in.
Hand over the sample, Leon. I don't want to hurt you.
That's not Leon's gun. Leon's gun has way more upgrades than that.
And you shoot me. But I don't think you can.
You, well, not if she shoots you in the chest. That you have a bulletproof vest, but oh, right in the shoulder. Oh, good. That's gonna break open and infect something.
No one gets that sample now.
Stupid twink.
Hold on. I think I can.
You guys chose a bad place to have your falling out.
I've got you.
It's not worth it.
Don't do this.
She can't do anything. You're the one who's got the hand on her. She can't even like let go.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
No!
She'll be back in 6. And others probably. Hell, you know what I bet what happens? I bet she falls, lands directly on top of the virus, and smashes it with her big ass. Dies, but then gets back up. And because she has main characters, the plot armor, she doesn't turn into a zombie, she just gets to keep living as an immortal being.
To the bottom level train platform.
Escape the lab. What about going down, though?
Attention. Self-destruct sequence.
Is this the right way to go, or am I dooming myself? I just feel like I should go here. Hang on. Uh-oh. I might have gotten myself killed just now.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the simple elevator.
Sure is a slow elevator. Can we get some elevator music so I don't think about my imminent doom?
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the simple elevator to evacuate.
Mac, you got any tiny aquarium tips? Just have fun with it, you know? Keep the fish you like, decorate it how you like.
Attention.
If you're trying to unlock every fish, some fish can only be caught, like some fish you can only get by fishing. There's some fish that you can only get by hatching fish eggs.
Detonation.
And if you want to get all the unique fish, just breed them together.
Who's that?
Who's that? And bro's looking at just... Okay, my game is glitching again and it's not showing me video, I'm sure.
Leon? You're down here too!
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Listen to me. You need to get out.
What's with the videos in this game?
There's a way out. We can make it.
This Leon's just making this
Where are
up.
you now?
He's just hearing her voice in his head.
Claire, are you still there?
Leon? Hey Leon, you're breaking up.
Yeah, I just broke up with Ada. It really sucked, and then she died.
Just
But
get out of here.
about getting out of here. I
Damn
legit
it.
should think it's just an encoder issue. I guess it must be. I can't think of what encoders or codecs I wouldn't have on my computer that I wouldn't need for like my video editing stuff. Oh, there's a typewriter here. Well, isn't that lovely? All right, we're kind of at a rather climactic moment here. I'm thinking the time for reserves is over. So let's take the mag ammo out. Let's mix up a fair amount of shotgun ammo. Let's also mix up some Magnum ammo. That's not as much as I was hoping to get, TBH. More shotgun ammo. No, not store. Give me that. I've got 1 first aid med, 1 grenade. Should I grab 1 more first aid kit to be safe? No. No, we'll make do with this, I think. That'll be enough. Sure are a lot of time-consuming elevator rides in this section of the game. Just gonna, okay. I was gonna try to just run past him, but apparently that's not gonna work out. God fucking damn it! Okay. I'm gonna have to wait until they die. I'm gonna have to kill them proper, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to get past. These annoying pains in the ass have to be annoying pains in the ass have to be annoying pains in the ass until the last possible moment, don't they?
Is this a fucking joke?
Oh, for God's sake. Okay. Juke him out. Bro didn't think of that. Bro did not think of that. Did you see that? You see that? He didn't even consider that was an option. Oh. Yeah. Okay, now comes the big fight. The big fight with the big man, I'm sure. Mr. X in Dead by Daylight? Probably. That seems more than likely.
Gotta keep going.
Gotta keep going. Oh shit, did I bring too much stuff with me? I might have. What? A joint plug? Oh. I think I'm carrying too much stuff here. Let me store that away. That will have to... No. Let's do that too. That will have to do. Ah, I've changed my mind. Guys, hang on. No. We're storing the first aid spray and taking the mixed herb. Alright. How long do I have to solve whatever's going on here? Oh god, I'm gonna have to fight this dude. Wesker is in Dead by Daylight and Mr. X is it? Man, Mr. X would be way more fitting for Dead by Daylight, I feel like. But I also don't know anything about Dead by Daylight, and anytime I played it, I've hated it. So what do I know? Alright, so obviously he's gonna jump on the freight elevator and I have to duke it out as this thing climbs out of here. Yep. Well, his heart's looking exposed. How climactic.
Come on.
Oh, fuck me.
Until detonation.
How on earth was I meant to avoid that? What am I supposed to do? He moves too fast for me to not get hit by. I can't even like stop aiming fast enough to like react to what he's doing. Oh, for fuck's sake. What do I have on me? Is that a flash grenade? That's a regular grenade. He didn't give a fuck about that. Are you kidding me? I literally cannot avoid him. I don't know what to do. For fuck's sake. I was hoping the boulder would protect me, but he didn't give a fuck about that. He had a plan for that. Oh my god! Oh, I hate this fucking game, man. I'm so ready for it to be over. I'm so sick of you and your shit. You're way more interesting as just an enemy to dodge. Actually fighting you? Stupid thing to do. Why would anybody do that? For fuck's sake, I'm out of healing. So that's all of that. What is that? Is that a rocket launcher? Okay. I don't think I have inventory space for that. Thanks, Ada. Oh, for fun. Of course. That's me dead. That's me. What? How am I not dead? Anti-tank rocket. He's not a tank. It's not going to work on him at all. I got an achievement. Oh my. Plot armor strikes again. I'm telling you, she landed on the G virus sample with her fat ass and turned immortal. You guys aren't tanks. I don't know if this is going to work on you.
5 minutes until detonation.
Guys, it worked on them. I got an achievement for killing him with 5 minutes left. I don't know if that means I did well or if that's just kind of the expected outcome.
Gotta get out of here.
Thank God the trains are running at this hour. I sure hope it's not full of 7th Division men. Her large buttocks allowed her to soften the fall. Is it over? Did I beat it?
Can't believe I actually miss her.
It's too bad she's definitely dead and not still alive by some miracle and has the G virus, which is going to lead to all of the other Resident Evil games probably. Claire!
Leon?
Hey,
Who's the child?
we made it.
Just like I said we would.
I did it! I beat the first half of the game! Oh. That was miserable. Okay. I definitely was having the most fun with the game when Mr. X became a component in the police station. Because that was, like, scary, but, like, really funny. And then, like, once we got into the sewer, like, a lot of things just started being really frustrating. And Bill said something once that I've thought about a lot that I think is true. I kind of feel like fear or paranoia and anger can't, like, for me at least, can't exist at the same time. Like, if a game makes me frustrated, I'm no longer scared, I'm just mad. So, you know, there's a point in the game where there's, like, enough going on that, like, you're not frustrated by it, but you are scared. And that was kind of the peak of the game for me. Then they get to this point where it's like, you got the plant guys, and there's a million zombies, and there's a room with 2 blind guys, and then Mr. X shows up again, and then you're fighting, like, a dragon creature. And it's not really scary anymore, it's just kind of frustrating. But I had a fun time with the game nonetheless. I know I still have an entire half of the game to play, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on the Leon section at least. Oh, I did it. I blew up Mr. X. Is he even called Mr. X in the game, or is that just what people call him? Is that just what fans call him? That seems to be an issue with the Resident Evil franchise as a whole. They have a good base difficulty, but don't know how to progress it along the game. Not officially. I think he's just called Nemesis. Well, I think he was called Tyrant. The achievement I got referred to him as Tyrant. I think it's in my experience, it's been an issue with survival games in general. It was an issue I had with Dead Space too. There was like a point where I had like this immortal enemy to deal with, and I was just mad. I wasn't scared anymore. I was just mad, and I wasn't having fun. I feel like survival horror games, they get to a point where they just like don't know what to do next. Or like they equate like throwing bullshit at you with like creating scary situations for you, and it's like I don't know. I feel like the solution would be to introduce progressively like enemies that progressively require more of your attention as like a survival horror mechanic, or that you have to deal with differently. But they have to find a way to avoid devolving into shooting the tyrant with a rocket launcher, I feel like. But maybe that's just me. Like I said, I had fun regardless, but the lab section, Skippy was right when he referred to it as the bad part of the game. It's not very fun. It was not as good. In the official name is T00, the first of the Tyrant enemies. In the Wildstorm comics, he's officially named Mr. X, and he is a specific tyrant. The name got retroactively applied to the game one by fans. Okay, so do we know, is the Mr. X tyrant from the comics the same as the tyrant from Resident Evil 2? I guess it couldn't be, right? Unless this comic recaps the story of Resident Evil 2. Nemesis is the dude in Resident Evil 3 who is also a tyrant type mutation, but he's special. I thought Nemesis was Resident Evil 3, because isn't Resident Evil 3's original tagline like Resident Evil Nemesis? I'm gonna stop watching the credits. Is the game trying to show me another cutscene that's not loading? Like an end of credits stinger or something? Is it another like video file that can't play for some reason? It seems like that might be what's happening, but I don't know. Yep, there's something that's supposed to be shown right now that I can't see. It might just be like a C. I got a C rank for that. Did you see how many materials I still had left by the end of the game? Did you see how much ammo I conserved? I got a C rank for that. Is it based on how many times you save? Because I'm not going to save less just to get a better score. Such a bad gamer, SMH. Hey! Is there also a point at which the tension building / suspense becomes such a gameplay mechanism it stops having an effect? Maybe there's a critical mass of tension. I think that's... yes, is the short answer. I think yes, that is a thing that you have to deal with. I think that can be that feeling can be delayed by like introducing new types of enemies that can scare you in different ways, right? So like the police station has like a really good buildup of tension, I feel like, where like first you have to deal with zombies and like you don't have good solutions to deal with them, and they might appear suddenly, and so you're really wary of them being anywhere. And so you run around everywhere. You do things quickly. You try not to stick around for too long. And then they introduce the blind enemies. And the blind enemies basically throw like your entire solution for the zombies out the window. Because they're like, with the blind enemies, if you move too fast, they will fuck you up. So now you have to go down hallways quietly. And it introduces like a new layer of tension where you're like, I need to go through this hallway quietly because there's a blind guy here. But I want to rush because a zombie might come after me, but I can't because of the blind guy. And then they introduce Mr. X. And Mr. X flips it on its head again, where you have to constantly run from Mr. X. And so you enter a hallway with a blind guy and you're like, fuck, I can't run. I can't run because there's the blind guy. But I have to run because Mr. X, I can hear him stomping around. And you can always hear him stomping around somewhere. You know his general proximity to you. And so you're constantly wary of him. You're again in that mode where you're like, you constantly have to rush. You constantly have to be aware that he might show up. Like that to me is a really good progression of like they get you used to one thing and then they introduce another thing that makes you reconsider your whole strategy. I think that's a really good progression. And then it kind of just doesn't know what to do from there. And so after that point, the solution is more enemies. Like the plant enemies, the plant guys in the lab, they didn't introduce any like unique mechanic. They were just zombies that needed to be burned. That was their thing. I don't really get why they exist as an enemy. Maybe like lore wise, I guess you could make an excuse for them, but they don't introduce like anything different mechanically other than the solution is to burn them instead of shooting them. Does sound like a great progression. Yeah, like the first half of the game I would say is like genuinely like peak. Like the entire like police station is like the reason I even considered playing this game, even though I don't really like survival horror, is that I am trying to get more into survival horror. I'm trying to like become more of a fan of it. But also like I had played this section, the police station section with my friends during a Halloween party and I loved it. It was so good. And I loved it again. It was really great. It was the parts kind of after that section that I wasn't so into. I still liked it, but the police station as a whole was just really good. Results. What determines that I gotta see? Oh, is it based on time? Oh, I was only 43 minutes shy of a B. Damn it. I totally could have gotten that. Okay, we are going to play through Claire's story, but I'm not going to do it today. I think it'd be good to do it, like, started as a separate stream. The game is crashing instead of quitting. Okay, no, it quit. We're good. I am going to play Claire's story, but we'll make that next stream. So I got an achievement for defeating Super Tyrant with 5+ minutes left until detonation, which only 30% of players have achieved. Haha. I'm just that good. I'm in the upper 30% of players. The thing is with horror games, you can only build tension in the same way so much, so they constantly have to switch scenarios. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get across, that like eventually you will get used to something, so they have to introduce like a new thing for you to be paranoid about. And a lot of horror games, I feel like they reach like a critical point where they kind of run out of ways to do that, and so their solution is just make you deal with more of them at once, which is to me never a good solution. It's like the same problem that I have with Souls games, where their solution to make things difficult is just to throw more enemies at you. That's not like a good solution. That's not really more difficult, it's just more annoying. And same thing with horror. It's not more scary, it's just more frustrating. I know you already played Signalist, but that would be a fun stream series if you want to do more survival horror. Well, I mean, I kind of feel like it wouldn't be that good because I have already played it, but maybe someday I could do Signalist as a replay. I did like Signalist a lot. Signalist was really cool. Signalist is a great game. The Resident Evil series starts with a scenario, switches to another, then spends the rest of the game on the second scenario. I would say, I think there was 3 scenarios with Resident Evil 2, but after that point, their solution was make you deal with 2 of them at once, and that wasn't really a scare thing. That was, again, just made it more frustrating. I was talking to a friend about TV series getting sillier and sillier through each season, just ridiculous. Maybe the solution is to make stuff shorter before it buries its own good stuff. I'm kind of in agreement. I am in agreement. Like with a lot of shows, it feels like you have to keep. I mean, that's where like the term like jump the shark came from, right? Like shows know that in order to keep audiences, they have to like keep going bigger, bigger, bigger. They have to do weirder, weirder stuff to keep you hooked. They can't just keep doing the same thing. But then there gets to a point where they do the most ridiculous thing. They do the most silly thing. And then it's just like over from there. They can't go up from there, so it only goes down. And that's jumping the shark. And it's not just TV shows that do that. This happens very commonly in Resident Evil from what I've heard. Amnesia the Dark Descent stream win. I don't know about that. Amnesia the Bunker is a good one too, albeit frustrating sometimes. When are you going to play the peak that is Gocha Forest on GameCube? I don't even know what that is. Subnautica might be the only survival game I played. I haven't played Subnautica yet. At that point, just shed horror aspects and go full on action. I mean, that's what they did with Resident Evil 5 and 6, so... The worst part with the Dark Souls series is that not only does it throw more enemies, it also has some really cheap stuff like, hey, fight this guy near a cliff, now you can't dodge. It depends. You know, there are certainly some cheap things in Dark Souls, absolutely. But there are others where I'm like, they're trying to force you into a certain scenario, and it can be frustrating, but once you know how to deal with it, it can be really cool too. But I agree, like, I mean, that's a big part of why I don't like Dark Souls 2, is because most of Dark Souls 2's difficulty is around the fact that they just make you deal with a lot of enemies. That's like the main form of difficulty in Dark Souls 2. There are no actually hard bosses or enemies in Dark Souls 2. I will stand on my soapbox and say that. I will stand on a roof and scream it from the top of my lungs. There are no hard enemies in Dark Souls 2. Sir Alant is not a hard boss. Who are the other bosses? Fume Knight is not a hard boss. There is no single boss in Dark Souls 2 that is actually hard on its own terms. It's always like quote unquote hard, like made hard by some stupid scenario, you know? Like you have to deal with 2 enemies, or you have to deal with a timer, or you have to deal with whatever other bullshit. There's always like a condition. There are no enemies in Dark Souls 2 that are technically hard to fight. There's always some condition that artificially makes it more difficult. New engagement YouTube short clip right here. I'm just like, okay, so I'm trying to think of like the bosses in Dark Souls 2 that I actually struggled with, and there are like none. There are no bosses in Dark Souls 2 that I ever got stuck on, aside from the ones that had some bullshit thing going on that just... It's not because it technically asks a lot of you, it's because it puts you in a scenario where you're just at a disadvantage. And that to me is not like true difficulty. It's not like, oh, I need to learn the timing of this attack. It's not, I need to learn the movement pattern for this string of attacks. It's, I have to figure out how to deal with 2 giant tigers fighting me at the same time, and also they heal each other. Which is a fight from one of the DLCs that fucking blows. Let me be clear. Very occasionally, but when it happens, it's like, haha, that's funny, devs, now let me through. I get what you're saying, yeah. Mack needs to play Mina Holler now that he's got Resident Evil 2 on hiatus. Resident Evil 2 isn't on hiatus. We'll play it next stream. We'll play it next stream. When I finish Resident Evil 2, I'm going to need a Resident Evil hiatus before I play the next one. But we're going to jump right into Claire's story. We're just going to push it to next stream, that's all. Have you played the Silent Hill 2 remake? It's a bit more action-focused than the original, but it still gives survival horror in sections. No, I have not played it. Talking about Dead Space 1 remake and Dead Space 2. To be fair, the encounter design in Dead Space 2 is pretty ass. I've never finished Dead Space 1 and I haven't played Dead Space 2. Ivory King Zero Nights is really hard, but that's the thing. You just put a condition on that. Because the fight itself is not hard without a condition. The Ivory King fight is made difficult by the fact that you're facing 5 knights. You know, 4 knights plus the Ivory King. You get your friends to help you beat it, it's not a hard fight. The only hard fights in Dark Souls 2 are the ones where there's some kind of caveat as to why it's hard. It's not because it's not because the boss itself is demanding and difficult. It's because, oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, there's 5 knights. Oh, there's a poison pool that you have to get rid of before you fight the boss. Whatever, you know? I'm going to find out what people think. Okay, hardest. I'm just going to see what the top result is. Hardest boss in Dark Souls 2. Fume Knight. Fume Knight is not a hard fight. You just have to get rid of his healers before you enter the boss room, and then it's easy. Sir Alan. Sir Alan is not a hard fight. You just have a timer to deal with and an absurdly broken hitbox on his grab. If it weren't for those 2 things, it would be easy. Dark Lurker. Dark Lurker isn't hard. It's just bullshit. You have to fight like 2 of them. And they can snipe you from across the map. Yeah, everybody's saying Fume Knight. Like, all of the responses to this Reddit post are Fume Knight. Fume Knight is not a hard fight. It's really not. And that's not me being like, I've beaten every Souls game multiple times. I'm such a god gamer. I can beat Sekiro in under 12 hours. Those things are true. Those things I just stated are true. But Fume Knight is just not a hard fight. Like, I didn't have trouble with it the first time I fought him, and I didn't have trouble with him any of the other times I fought him, you know? Is that One Piece manga on the shelf? I've got, yeah, that shelf, that shelf, and that shelf. Well, okay, half of that shelf are all One Piece. 2.5 shelves of One Piece here. Is Claire's story as long as Leon's? It depends on who you play as first. Second character section is always shorter than the first. Well, that's good to know. Maybe I won't have to play this game for another 6 streams. I just started meeting the Hollow, a really good time, 100% recommend. I want to play that. I'm resisting the urge to start playing it immediately. Let's see. Okay, I've got the Gamer's top 15 hardest bosses in Dark Souls 2. Now, we all know journalists are not the best sources for difficulty concerns, but I'm just going to go through these one at a time. Ruin Sentinels is a gank fight. Looking Glass Knight is not hard at all. I don't know what they're talking about. Looking Glass Knight is only hard if the servers can find someone to PvP you against, which is, again, that's a condition to make it more difficult. It is hard if you have to actually fight someone, but you usually don't. Aldea, Scholar of the First Sin. Okay, to be fair, I have not fought Aldea because I didn't fulfill the conditions to get like the true ending and fight Aldea, and I don't intend to because I just don't care. Sin the Slumbering Dragon, I don't even really remember this fight. Oh. Sin the Slumbering Dragon is only hard because he does toxic. It's not hard to avoid. You have to avoid getting toxicked. Burnt Ivory King. It's just kind of a bullshit fight because you have to fight through all of his knights first and you're just getting ganked. So again, it's a gank fight. Pursuer. Oh, this guy's saying the Pursuer is a hard fight? Oh, Twin Pursuers that will only appear in New Game Plus. Well, I haven't done that, so. Velstadt is not a hard fight. He's slow as shit. Why do they say Velstadt is hard? His range is gigantic, and while he might be a bit slow with his attacks, any hits you take will deal a significant amount of damage. He's so slow. He's not that bad. Nashandra? Who wrote this article? Nashandra's piss easy. Nashandra's so easy they had to make a second final boss for Dark Souls 2 in Scholar. Nashandra's nothing. Nashandra's hardly a fight at all. Ilana the Squalid Queen, that's another gank fight, so that's why that one's hard. Blue Smelter Demon is only hard because he has constant damage over time that you have to manage. Ancient Dragon is just not a hard fight. Why do they think he's hard? Massive amount of health and dealing tons of damage with both its fire breathing and brutal attacks. It's fairly obvious when it telegraphs attacks. Oh, but apparently it's the 5th hardest boss in the game. Dark Lurker. So Dark Lurker, again, that's another gank fight. You have to fight 2 of them. That's the hardest part of it. They're not actually that hard. It's just that their attacks might overlap in a bullshit way. Sir Alon, again, just not actually a hard fight. The only reason Sir Alon gets people is because he has just the most broken grab hitbox to ever exist. If he didn't have that, I personally, I think I would have beaten Sir Alon in 1 try if I didn't get grabbed by his just absolute bullshit grab so many times. Lud and Zalan. Okay, so this is the 2 tiger fight I was talking about before. You have to fight 2 giant tigers that have massive swing attacks that will heal each other if you don't kill them right. Just a bullshit fight. Just another gang fight. Half of the bosses on this list are gank fights. That's what Dark Souls 2's difficulty is. Fight multiple enemies. And then Fume Knight at the bottom. Again, not a very hard boss. Ancient Dragon can one-shot, but once you know the pattern, it's so easy. I think I beat Ancient Dragon first try. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. Look up the footage, but I'm pretty sure I beat him first try. If only Mack could read. What can't I read? Forza just changed seasons. I got to hop on. Never mind, it changed in 12 hours. I'm stupid. I'm excited for winter. I'm looking forward to winter. I find it funny that in Elden Ring, people hate the Godskin duo, but for me, they were easy. The real pain was Godskin Noble on its own, rolling for 30 seconds was straight undodgeable in that tiny ass church. No, I hate Godskin duo. Godskin duo is one of the worst fights they've ever designed. Fighting the big guy on his own, I had no problem with. The last giant is the hardest boss in the franchise, IMO. Have you seen his reach? He pulls off one of his arms to make his arm longer. It's crazy. That's something Mack has been talking about with a relatively straightforward fight being harder because of some other restriction, environmental or conditional, etc. A good example. So I actually think Godskin Noble is kind of a poor example of what I'm talking about. I do think that environment plays into difficulty. I don't think that's like a bullshit thing the way that I view like gang fights as a bullshit thing. Yes, Godskin Noble is made more difficult by the fact that you have to worry about like the tight space and the pillars, but like that's part of the difficulty is being aware of your surroundings. So I personally would not call that one like a big bullshit one. I remember telling you Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin was my first Dark Souls game and you thought I was insane. I mean, you wouldn't have known better, but it is not a good Dark Souls game. You consider Dark Dragon Midir from Dark Souls 3 a hard fight, mechanically speaking. The hardest part of Midir is fighting with the fucking camera. If the fucking camera would just stay locked onto him, that fight would not be half as difficult as it is. I don't think Midir is actually that difficult of a fight. It's just that you can't see the fucker half the time. If I could keep eyes on the dude, I wouldn't struggle with him nearly as much as I have in the past. Mack, you're not taking into account you have both hands and feet paired with a working brain. Maybe that's why all those fights are easy. I will admit my perception of these things is skewed by the fact that I am better at Souls games than the average person. I am. I'll be honest. But like what we consider difficult in Dark Souls 3 versus what we consider difficult in Dark Souls 2 is like totally different. When we talk about like hard bosses in Dark Souls 3, we look at people like Slave Knight Gale, what's her name? Black Flame Frida. We talk about Nameless King. These are fights that are difficult because you have to learn the timing and how to dodge attacks. And potentially you have to deal with environmental issues, like with Black Flame Frida having to deal with another enemy in the ring, right? Those fights, I feel like there's not really a caveat for why they're difficult. They are difficult because mechanically they ask a lot of you. All like 80% of Dark Souls 2's top 15 most difficult bosses, according to this guy, are because of some secondary factor that just kind of makes it bullshit, you know? Every Godskin fight was just miserable. I feel like they do kind of just suck as an enemy, I feel like. I think Dark Souls 2 bosses are pretty beans, but I really like the exploration of it. The world design of Dark Souls 2 is cool, other than the fact that you somehow take an elevator up into a lava area. But I like the design of the areas. I like the DLC areas visually, but I detest them in terms of having to deal with their enemies or bosses because they're just miserable. You have to tip your hat when you say my dear. I don't have a hat on. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to tip this Rathalos and amiibo. My dear. At least Elden Ring had the sheer aura in so many of the intro to cutscenes. Malekith was so badass it could have said Max Wars, I'm gonna fucking skin you alive, and it still fit perfectly. But again, like we talk about Elden Ring. Again, a lot of the hardest bosses are because of something mechanical. Something mechanically is going on that makes them difficult. Other than Melania, technically Melania, but that's just because some of her attacks require frame perfect dodges, and I would consider that kind of bullshit, you know? Does it sound like I'm making excuses for the bosses or for myself struggling with those bosses? I feel like it might come off that way, but like, I don't know. Like I the way I see it, there's three things that make a Dark Souls game fun or a Dark Souls boss fun. Damage has to be predictable and avoidable, and reasonably so. I added that one because of Melania. Melania made me add that one. Predictable, avoidable, and reasonably so for the first two. For a lot of situations that they put you in with Dark Souls 2, they're trying to do something to subvert one of those things. They're trying to make damage not predictable. They're trying to make damage not avoidable by putting you against multiple enemies and making their attacks overlap in a way that you can't deal with, or damage over time. Smelter Demon. That's not avoidable damage. You have to deal with that. You can't not deal with that. Captain Humble Mac throwing facts and base comments on Souls games. My Elden Ring tactic was to overlevel an embarrassing amount. And that's great that that's an option for people, honestly. Someone in Forza just tried to race me along the west coast in my Forza Edition Miata. They low-key ate dust until I crashed into a house. The game designer shouldn't have put a house there. That made it bullshit. Melania would have been so easy if it wasn't for that one attack that forces frame perfect inputs. Legit, I beat her with zero effort the one time she didn't do the attack. Yeah, how difficult that fight is like RNG based on how often she'll do the two attacks that like require frame perfect inputs to dodge. If she didn't have them, she'd be a perfectly fine fight. Or if she had versions of those attacks that are not so bullshit. I beat her first time too, and I didn't understand how. Must have lucked out. Plus overleveled. Plus Mimic Tear is way better at fighting than I was. See, I went in raw. I went into Melania fight raw. No condom. No birth control. No protection. No ashes. No summons. No frost bombs. Whatever. I fought her with a goddamn anchor, and I got it done. So that was a miserable experience for me. Have you seen Yamafa videos? He does the Souls games and other franchises like No Walking Dark Souls 3 or Poop Only Dark Souls 2. You see some BS on those playthroughs. Yes, I have. I'm a big fan of Yamafa's work. His videos are very funny. But you see like a lot of his Dark Souls 2 playthroughs, a lot of his Dark Souls 2 challenge videos, half of the video he spends just trying to circumvent Dark Souls 2's bullshit. With Dark Souls 1 and 3, he's like trying to break the game somehow. With Dark Souls 2, it's just like, how do I not have to deal with Dark Souls 2 shit? Oh my God, the redacted body cam footage from the cops in that Lego story got accidentally uploaded by the department. That is so funny. That's so funny. What did they expose of themselves? That's so funny. I love that. That makes me really happy. Is it worth starting with Dark Souls 1? I want to play them. I've only played Elden Ring. Should I skip any? Not really, no. See, you've already played Elden Ring, and I'm going to assume you've beaten it based on what you said. So you've had your like intro experience. After this point, I wouldn't say it. Just play them in order. I would start with Demon Souls if you have a PS5. If you can play the Demon Souls remake, do Demon Souls first and then Dark Souls 1. Do them in order. Do Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, and you've already done Elden Ring. I think like I like to recommend that people start with Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring because I think those are the best two to start with. But after that, just play them chronologically. Just play them in release order. Have a good time. Basically, the leaked footage shows what everyone has been theorizing, that the police are running interference for the thieves. That's nice. That's I'm glad that they confirmed that for everybody. What's going on with the Legos? I've heard you mention it a couple times during the stream. I am not the most educated on this subject, so I'm maybe not the best person to speak on this. But man with very expensive Lego collection lends it to store to display. Corporation that owns the store fires the manager that made the agreement, says that the agreement wasn't legit, and then keeps the Legos. And then this guy's trying to get his Legos back, sued, won, still didn't get his Legos back. The police are not helping him at all. They are helping the corporation. And then a YouTuber made a couple videos exposing this whole situation. The police arrested him. The Lego Corporation, or whichever corporation owns the store, I guess not Lego, based on something that Skippy said earlier, contacted Patreon and tried to get his Patreon shut down. Thankfully, Patreon pushed back on that and didn't do that. Shout out to Patreon representing the creator there. I don't have enough info on it, to be honest. Take Skippy's recommendation and watch whatever videos have been made on it. I tried playing Elden Ring, but I gave up around Ronala because her second phase is so lame, and I got so unlucky for the rest of the game that I just crashed out and uninstalled it months later. The Ronala fight is like not great. I think Elden Ring has a lot of caveats for me. I think it is ultimately one of my favorite FromSoft games. It's like, for me, it goes like Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Elden Ring as like top 3. Sometimes Bloodborne's in there too. Elden Ring has so many caveats where it's like the game is bloated beyond belief. A lot of the boss fights fucking blow. A lot of the like mini bosses suck complete ass. But it's such a special game in terms of like the world and the lore that I'm like willing to suffer through a lot of those things. But man doesn't have its problems. Man doesn't have its problems. But at the same time, I've played it like after Dark Souls 3, I've played Elden Ring the most of any FromSoft game. Like no matter, I have all these problems with it, and I still fucking love it, you know? I beat Ronala by being mega overleveled and just Hulk smashing her face inwards with my great sword strength only build. Her second phase lasted 20 seconds. I did one playthrough of Elden Ring where I was two-handing ultra great swords. And I fucked up a lot of fights with that. There are certain enemies that only lasted like 4 or 5 jump attacks. And it was a lot of fun. Elden Ring is Dark Souls 2 changed my mind. Yes, I completely disagree with that opinion. It is nothing like Dark Souls 2. Don't get me wrong, I love Elden Ring lore, but my god, the game is so insufferable. I disagree. I like it a lot. He also definitely didn't flee to Mexico because that would be illegal and would make him a wanted fugitive. Are they claiming that he did? The way Guts intended. I have Elden Ring. Let me pull up that character. Let me show you my dual not just great swords, mind you. My dual ultra great swords character. Let me this is a tangent. I'm going on a tangent, but let me pull up Elden Ring real quick. We're not doing anything else today. I'm done with Resident Evil for today. We're gonna play more Resident Evil on Saturday, but so right now I'm just chatting. So this is a tangent, but what else am I gonna do? Game's gonna be really loud for a second. He says he fled to Mexico, but he definitely didn't because that would be illegal. Just saying that because of power stance, the best mechanic from Dark Souls 2. I really loved that they got it back into Elden Ring. Oh, power stancing is so good. It's the one good thing Dark Souls 2 did. I know about the Elden Ring manga. I haven't read it myself, but a YouTuber friend of mine, Mugen, talked about it in a video once. Yeah, I have Shadow of the Erd Tree. I've beaten it on PC. What are you talking about? Wow, this is lagging really bad. Why is it like... What's going on? It's like stuttering. I'm just going to try to load into the game and see what happens, I guess. If I can. Why is the game running like this? Did I move Elden Ring off of my SSD? I might have, because I haven't played it in a while. It might be trying to run on an HDD right now, which would not be good. Oh boy. Yeah, it's not running great. What the fuck's going on? Do I have this on the wrong... Wait, why did it start running better when I tabbed out? What the fuck? Hang on. No, it's still on my SSD. Okay, no, it's just fine now. I don't know what's going on. So this is Big D strong. This is the most powerful. I played with this character. I played half of the game naked because I dumped so many points into strength that I could not wear armor. But what's my strength stat is at 60, which is the soft cap, which is probably why I didn't level it beyond that. I eventually started leveling faith so I could have spells, but I played most of the game just dual great swords. Remember Asmongold's chat got upset because he leveled his strength to 99 and stomped most of the bosses? I mean, if that's how you want to play the game, I don't have a problem with it. I might have to open the map too. I wanted to find like a late game enemy that I could show you what the damage looks like on. What's the latest game area? I guess it would be Farum Azula, right? Crumbling Farum Azula. I don't. Beside the great. Let's just go to the Dragon Temple, I guess. Elden Ring intro music always gets me in a battle mood. Such a great OST. Elden Ring Halig Tree probably is a good place to go, but we'll go here. I'm already here. There's some great banished knights that are pretty tough around here. We can do that. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You're gonna love this. And that's how I beat half of the enemies in the game. I would just jump attack them to stun lock them and just beat them to death. Farum Azula has so much sauce, it might genuinely be the best area in the game. I'm with Ray. I kind of disagree. I love it design-wise, but I hate like enemy design-wise because half of the enemies are just reused enemies, and a lot of them have way too much health. You're weak to two man-sized swords. Curious. And I know I have. I used this thing because like I could two-hand it and then pull off this kind of fucked up weapon art. You can just use that whenever you want, you know? I'm gonna show this guy what's up. I don't know if I can cast it in time. Oh, that's right. I have insane poise. I forgot. So there's a lot of enemies that I beat in this game with like not a lot of hits because I just do insane damage to them. I mean, design-wise anyway. Okay, yeah, design-wise, Furumazula is fucking sick. I think the only problem I have with Furumazula's design is that half of the place is gray. I wish this place had a little more color going on. Why not use your fists? For the Altus Plateau. Altus Plateau is great. Enjoy the rest of your night, mate. Hope I can see you next stream. Take care. Appreciate you, Jesta. I hope you'll join us as well. Is that... See, you gotta be careful of these two-handed fuckers. How do I crouch again? There we go. You gotta be careful of these dual-wielding fuckers because they will fuck your shit up. But if you just beat them in 2 hits, 3 hits, that usually works pretty well. Honestly, like, people who play Elden Ring, and I did this too during my first playthrough, but never again. People sleep on jump attacks. Jump attacks in this game are so goddamn powerful. Half of the enemies in this game can be beaten very easily by just repeatedly jump attacking. Jump attacks are so ungodly powerful in this game. Is there a boss in the finger area? Are you talking about the, what's it called? Carrion Manor? Because yes, it's the Night Lady. It's, whatever her name is. She's a mini boss in Night Rain. Yeah, here you go. This is Carrion Manor, right? Yeah, Caria Manor. Jump attacks are a whole archetype in Night Rain, and that's me. I always play. What character do I play? I play the default knight guy, and I get the claw talisman and 2 great swords, and I fuck shit up. That's like my favorite build to do in Night Rain, because it works. It works so well. Oh, look at that! Look at this poor fucker. Oh, hello. See, this guy was doing a whole attack string, but he had to finish because I hit him with my swords. Oh, I love a good strength build. I love stunning every enemy in the game. I see Resident Evil 2 in the tag for stream, but I don't see it on screen. You missed it. I beat Leon's story, so now I'm just playing Elden Ring, I guess. Does it make you want to replay with a different build? I did the standard quality build through the whole game thing. Respec, so I could use the bubble trumpet sometimes, but that's it. I really enjoy doing multiple playthroughs of FromSoft games with different builds. I really do. Because it feels so different every time when you use different builds. Still have a shield in this game, though. Because of dogs. I always use a shield in a FromSoft game because of dogs. If I didn't have to deal with dogs, I wouldn't carry a shield. But since there are dogs, I have to carry a shield. Because it's just the best way to deal with dogs. What other shit do I have? That's a pretty effective... We love Frenzied Burst. Frenzied Burst is a great spell. Actually, it's an incantation. Motherfucker. Come here, you. I'll show you what's up. That's enough out of you. I'm kind of curious what they're going to do with Duskbloods. I have hopium for it. Duskbloods is supposed to be like PvP focused. I think it's going to be like FromSoft's take on a extraction shooter as a FromSoft style game. That's my perception of it, which makes me really not want to play it. But I'll probably buy it anyway because I do have a Switch 2. I did 2 playthroughs with my main strength build and 1 with Dex and a Moon Sword or whatever it's called. I've done 4 different builds of Elden Ring, I've done, so I did the Mama Duck anchor build for 2 playthroughs, once for PS4 and once for PC. And that's the anchor with sorcery. I've done a playthrough that was a katana with incantations. I've done the dual great swords. And then I've also done, there's one that I'm forgetting right now. A straight sword, a dexterity sorcery build. My favorite builds are always strength builds. Strength builds are just the most fun, if you ask me. One-hitting enemies, stun locking everything. It just never gets old. It just never gets old. I can never get enough of it. Hello. Do you think your shield will save you? It won't. But you can try it. Probably because in most games I like... It's funny because somehow Elden Ring is the only game that Steam says I have 100%, even though it isn't the only one. Probably because in most other games I like to pop on some QoE mods so I can't get all achievements. I do hate the platforming sections in Elden Ring. They are quite stress-inducing. Alright, we deal with this guy first. He's one of the stronger ones. It's okay, guys. The solution to a stronger enemy is just to hit them more with your giant swords. I bet you didn't think about that, but that is how you deal with it. Oh, God. Okay, I'm just kind of fucking around. So, I have quite an assortment of clothes. Raging Wolf and then Omen Clothes. So I played half of the game looking like this. Half of the game I played with my ass out because I had so many points dumped into strength that I had none in endurance, I think is the one that contributes to weight limit. So I couldn't wear armor for most of this game. It wasn't until very late in the game that I finally had enough equip weight to put on armor. But honestly, playing naked is like kind of the strat for a lot of these games. With the way that weight limits are in Dark Souls 1, it's honestly better just to play the game naked for like half of it until you get FAPS. What is that ring called? It's not FAPS. Ring of Favor and Protection. It is FAPS. It is FAPS. Yeah, I was thinking of it right. Yeah, it's best just to play Dark Souls naked until you get FAPS. Just one man's opinion. He's trying to shock me from way over there, but he doesn't have enough range, so he just keeps shocking himself. Fucking idiot. Alright, we're taking this guy out, and we get his friend next. There's also a dog around here, I think. Man, this is making me want to do an entire Elden Ring playthrough again. It's been a really long time since I played. Since I did an Elden Ring playthrough. It's been a bit. I do not have time for an Elden Ring playthrough right now. I got the Bloodhound Fang early on and used it all game. Bloodhound Fang is a pretty good weapon. I haven't used it for a playthrough myself, but I know a lot of people like it a lot. Hi, I'm back to watch the stream. What's up, Josta? You're on a different account now. So the The two character I have one other character on PS4, but the other one I duplicated. I don't know why I'm showing this. I'm being a bit of a fucking loser right now, to be honest. So I got Mama Duck. I have only beaten Shadow the Urge with Mama Duck. I have not done Shadow the Urge tree with Big D Strong yet. I should, but I also like kind of fear Shadow the Urge tree because it's quite a frustrating DLC. But I also played it like before they made the changes to the Shadow Tree fragments. Maybe it would be less miserable this time on a second playthrough. Maybe that's how I should get my FromSoft kick, is doing another Shadow the Urge Tree playthrough. Almost 200 hours. Yes. I actually have more than 200 hours in Elden Ring. I like Elden Ring a lot. It's a great game. It's actually more than that too. No, I'm on the same account. Earlier, no, you are not. You before you were just a guy in YouTube 3237. Now you're just another nerd 99. Unless I'm getting two different people confused here. Are you two different people? Elden Ring is damage slop. I actually have more than 200 hours in Elden Ring because I did my first 2 playthroughs on PS4, and I think that amounted to about 160 hours. So combined, I have about 360 hours in Elden Ring, which I think is more than I have in Dark Souls 3. How many hours do I have in Dark Souls 3? 298. Yeah, so Elden Ring is my most played FromSoft game. I didn't change my account at all, so you might be thinking of someone else. Must be crazy then. I didn't think you were here earlier then. I don't know. I'm probably just crazy. Ignore me. I'm insane. I'm a schizo. I like Elden Ring a lot. It's a great game. I like FromSoft games a lot. I've played all of them more than once. I've only played Dark Souls 2 twice because I hate it, but I have played all of them more than once. But I played Elden Ring like 4 times. I played Dark Souls 3 like 8 times. I played Dark Souls 1 3 times, I think. Demon Souls just twice. Sekiro 3 times. Bloodborne just twice, I think, but 3 times. I like their games a lot. Okay. How was it on PS4? When it first released, it had some lag issues. Actually, I think I was playing on PS5. Sorry, yeah, Elden Ring came out after the PS5. I played it on PS5. There was definitely some performance issues when it first came out, but it was fine. I didn't have a problem with it. I actually chose to play Elden Ring on PS5 first because Elden Ring was supposed to have worse performance issues on PC, but they've since ironed that out. I'll eventually make my planned video essay on what makes a game actually hard and why people think fighting games are just cutscene simulators full of sweats. I want to make videos about all the FromSoft games, but like, man, I feel like I'm going to have to preface all of them on what I think is like genuine, the actual difficulty in a FromSoft game and what I think is bullshit and why I think there is a difference and it's okay to have a conversation about it. And no, it's not always just get good. Sometimes the game is genuinely unfair. People don't want to have that conversation. They just want to tell you you're bad. I like all of them except for Elden Ring. Feels hard in a Ninja Gaiden kind of way. I do not know what you mean by that. I guess perhaps bullshit. There's definitely some bullshit difficulty in Elden Ring, that's for sure. Absolutely. But I think like it's such an expansive game that there's enough non-bullshit for me to forgive the bullshit. When you're making a Vagabond video, since you made videos on Berserk and Vinland, maybe never. I never read Vagabond. So first I would have to read it. Second, I would have to want to make a video about it. And third, YouTube would have to reward me for making videos like that, which recently it has not been doing. So. Read it. Eventually. I just get stuck in a combo and can't do nothing about it. Yeah, the point is that you don't get stuck in a combo while getting the opponent stuck in yours, Lamau, like playing Elden Ring and complaining that you have to dodge or parry everything. Keck. I mean that the enemies are more damage spam than they are learning patterns enemies. I would disagree. I think you just have to learn the patterns of their spam. Melania, I would say, is very damage spam-y. Like, she doesn't really have patterns. She just is able to string every attack with every other attack. But for most enemies, I would disagree with that assessment. Elden Ring enemies do have like the longest combo chains of any of the FromSoft games. That's for sure. But most of them are manageable, I'd say. Okay, well, everybody, I appreciate you watching, but I'm running out of things to talk about, and we're not playing a game anymore. So I'll call it good here. I'm going to get some dinner. You excited for Toy Story 3 Complete Edition? That's my most hyped game of the year. Or movie, whichever you're talking about. Yeah, I'm really excited about that thing. I definitely knew about it before now. I will catch you guys on Saturday. I will be playing more Resident Evil 2. We're going to start with Claire's story. And it'll be great. We make a video on part 2 of Chainsaw Man? Maybe. Eventually. Appreciate you all hanging out today. I hope I'll see you on Saturday. Dodging in Dark Souls is based on reading enemy animations, whereas in Elden Ring, there's often just an attack with no startup. Not always, but often. I think Elden Ring has the opposite problem. Elden Ring has the problem that a ton of enemies like hold. You know, they'll like gear up an attack and then wait to execute it. And so you have to get used to waiting a really long time for them to attack. I would say it's almost the opposite problem. Anyway, catch you on Saturday from Resident Evil 2. Appreciate you all. Hope you have a wonderful night. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.